Hey there, this is Paul, and thanks for jumping on and just checking up my tech setup here. Okay, really fired up for this session here because what I'm going to do. Let me just change my screen here. Is I want to go in and talk about the 5 foundational tools that every business must have, and I talk a lot about this because it's so critical. Without these 5 foundational tools, the growth of your business is bubblegum and toothpicks. And I see people, and I've just seen it over the last 12 months working with people. As they're growing their business, they start, they stop, they start, they stop, and they pay way too much money for stuff they shouldn't pay anything for, and there just isn't any consistency or identifiable and repeatable processes for growing, standing out, and being consistent with the nurture of your business. And so uh, over the years, as I've built out many businesses and currently building out several now, these are the tools that I just always want to have in place as my foundation. And then I build on these, but you first got to get these going and have them just solid, working together for a common goal. And so I want to jump in and talk a bit about this personal brand. Let's jump in there. So we all hear about personal brand, personal brand. Everyone talks about personal brand, but really, what is your personal brand? It is important for several very big reasons. One is that people are looking at you. Clients, prospects are judging you and making decisions about you based on how you're showing up, what you look like, certainly on platforms like LinkedIn, but wherever you're showing up, video on YouTube, your email campaigns, excuse me, you're doing events, workshops, however you're showing up and what you're talking about, your messaging, this is your brand. And people are making judgments. And so I want to control my story. You need to control your story. You don't want people making bad judgments about you because it will impact people just getting on a phone call with you, let alone buying your product or service. So you want to put your best foot forward always. It's like real life. You would never show up at a networking event, looking crappy with horrible clothes, your hair's all messed up, and speaking like an idiot. You wouldn't do it. You'd be put together. And so on the platforms, we also want to be put together, pulled tight, and present ourselves in the best light possible for clients and prospects who are always looking at us, taking our information in, forming opinions. LinkedIn is looking at you. This is a big deal. So they are judging you. So if you're on the LinkedIn platform, and we all are, we love it, then you got to play the game. LinkedIn is looking at you and they're scoring you from 1 to 100. 1 you're lousy, 100 you're great. It's called your social selling index, and is based on 4 different quadrants. But it's based on, are you taking advantage of the branding and the personalization and the engagement and the messaging and reaching out on LinkedIn, and that affects your score. And LinkedIn will make you irrelevant on the platform if you aren't playing by those rules. And so your branding and all that means is important on the profiles also. And so your brand is, think about it, is what is your value proposition? What do you do? Who do you do it for? And why are you better than your competition? Start there. Do you have a value proposition? Because once you have that condensed little proposition right there, then you can expand on that and have bigger conversations about your messaging. Your brand is also, what do you want to look like? What are the images that reflect you? Are they serious images, more lighthearted? What are the colors, the fonts that represent you? And these things are important. Colors, really important. The colors you use, and colors are tied to emotions, and based on what people see, certain emotions come to mind. If you're in a serious business, you're a law firm, tax professional, those sort of things. Obviously, we know emergency people, it's red, alert, red, but it could be grays and blacks, serious colors to get your messaging out, more lighthearted, be yellows and blues and so forth. So really think about that and really think about your brand. And you have unique logos and so forth that you're using. So your brand is all that. It's how you're showing up, and you've got to elevate that brand. Take advantage on LinkedIn of elevating your profile there, and then make it consistent wherever you're showing up. Okay, sales and marketing. So marketing, is the long game of see me, see me, see me. You can't say I don't want to market my business. I mean, that's just, nobody would do that. You have to market your business. And so how do you market? And if you're a solopreneur, you don't have a big team behind you pushing buttons, pulling levers for you. You're it. How do you market? And uh, it's video marketing. So a video marketing strategy is very, very important today. And because clients and prospects are demanding video. They want to watch a video to learn about you, your product, your service, your story. There's no argument anymore. The stats bear it out. And it's interesting. I just saw a stat on related to video. The top 3 websites in the world: TikTok, Google, YouTube. Obviously, Google owns YouTube, but how much video is going on there? TikTok, of course, YouTube, Google, videos all over the place. And so you just need to incorporate a video content strategy into the marketing of your business. Now, this isn't about, time-sucking endeavors that take all day long. You're filming video all the time. No, but you just have to find a way to incorporate it. And this is where your content, is going out, where you're touching people and making some noise, showing up and being front and center. This is video. And I just want to page forward to this next slide real quick, because this is how you can do video. Is you shoot video and then you rip out the audio for a podcast. So having that channel separates you from everybody else. It's a great channel to stand out. You can do some really creative things about inviting your A-list prospects to be on your podcast show, which gets you to engage with them. Big discussion there. But you also then repurpose your video into a vlog. This is your email that goes out. Nurture, high value. You're collecting emails, getting them into your distribution channel. And it's a vlog that goes out. Short snack-sized videos, obviously shared to channel. So you're uploading the video everywhere. Then it becomes a text post. So when we're working with people, we say, hey, you can film a video. We need a title and a summary and a quote with that video. Film a video, give us those 3 things. And we edit the video and do all these things. But this is where the text post is. It's your summary, and text posting gets reach on the platforms, and it can be very informative in your teaching and helping people. Your library is YouTube. Got to have a place where you store your videos and they live forever. And you can do so much ongoing once you have a library. So you do that. And then images. And these are the images that are branded for you that go out with the quotes on them. And images, get traction. And so this is how you think about repurposing a video. So this is what happens here. And you get a lot of content. If you're just shooting even 2 videos a month, which, is our limit, what we require, a lot of content going out. All right, lead generation campaigns. Selling is the short game. Marketing is the long game. Selling is a short game. Selling is you're asking people to do something. Attend my event, get on a call, certainly buy my product, buy my service. Selling, right? Okay. So again, you can't not sell. And so these 2 go together. They support each other, and the marketing supports the ask of selling. How do you run lead generation campaigns? I look at it as a way to connect with a very big audience and just bring people into my touch point ecosystem where I can then nurture them. And so my lead campaigns are to connect, have conversations, fill my pipeline. Pipeline's like a conveyor belt, right? You have leads moving along and they drop off at the end of the conveyor belt into your client bucket, but you're nurturing them all the way along, and you need a big fat pipeline, and you just need that conveyor belt full. And lead generation campaigns then can be scaled, can be automated. Automated is not a bad word, great automation tools. And it just takes the labor out of reaching out from you. It doesn't dehumanize anything. So you need to embrace scaling, automation, target niching. Who do you want to work with? Have you really thought about the people you want to work with? Who are they? Where are they? And what's going on with them? What are their challenge opportunities? These are all built into campaigns and the dialogue and the conversation to get it going. Uh, and so these campaigns, these need to be your workhorse, just constantly going. There needs to be a repeatable process where you're reaching out, connecting, having discussions, and then you're doing the yeoman's work of converting into clients, and very, very important. So these go together for your business. The vlog, nurture vlog, email, got to have a way to collect email along the way and to nurture. And one of the most interesting things I did early on in my career that's helped me, I still do it, is I found people that I thought were doing a great job with like email marketing, for example. And although I wasn't going to buy their stuff because it just wasn't, a fit for me, but I started subscribing to what they were doing. I became a prospect. I just was all in. I'm going to be a prospect. How do they treat me as a prospect? And when I click on things, where do they send me? And so email, it's a great way to learn about email. I've done that over the years and have really perfected my craft with email. And this is a way that I can nurture and alert people to webinars I'm doing and introduce, workshops, events, all great things, teach them, help them, because I really know who I'm talking to with the businesses I'm growing, and my emails going out with high level content there. And email's got to be consistent. You can't do it one every 6 months. It can't be some boring, crappy newsletter looking email that no one's going to read, just crammed with stuff everywhere where it's just a headache even to look at it. So you've got to be done right. Email with the right subject lines and the content and your videos embedded in the email. So email's very, very important. And where do you collect email? You can collect it in so many ways from your calendar invites. Calendly is a great tool to book and collect emails, landing pages, lead generation campaigns, opt-ins, all these things, where you can gather email and they go into your distribution platform. So email's huge, big discussion there. Virtual events, one of my favorite channels. This is your monthly show. Everybody's online today, and there just is a huge opportunity to build authority and engage through these virtual events. LinkedIn, for example, they're all over LinkedIn Live and LinkedIn events, and it's taken off, and everywhere is like that. And so if you can have your show going and do that every month consistently, providing value, be creative with your show, again, not a massive time sucking endeavor. If you do this right and efficiently, it's just every single month you have it going out. And there are unique ways to invite people through the LinkedIn event feature, which we all have. You can invite first level connections through your direct messaging, through your campaigns. Over here, you can invite people to your events and through email, right? If you're collecting emails and you're nurturing, hey, I'm having a great virtual event, love for you to show up. So these virtual events are really, really a big deal. And so what you want to focus on is get these 5 pieces in place. Get them updated, get them going, make sure they're working together, it's cohesive. This is not about spending a ton of money. This is about doing it right. And you'll reap the rewards. If this is all you get going, then you'll be fantastic. So as always, you have any questions for me, reach out. Happy to learn more about your business and share what I'm doing and just get into the weeds with you a bit. All right, see you here.